the final plague, and through the Red Sea, based on Exodus chapter 10, verse 21 through chapter 12, verse 51.
God sent me to tell you this: let my people go.
I don't know your God, and I certainly don't have to obey him. I'll show you who's boss.
Because of Pharaoh's hard heart, God sends 10 plagues. After 3 days of darkness, Pharaoh calls for Moses and Aaron again.
Fine. You may take your women and children, but your sheep and cattle must remain in Egypt.
No, we won't leave a single hoof behind when we go.
Then you'll all stay right where you are. Get out of my sight. If I see your face again, you will die.
But Moses is no longer afraid of Pharaoh.
That's what you say. Here's what the Lord says. Tonight, every firstborn son in Egypt will die, including yours, O Pharaoh. You will know grief worse than any Egypt has ever experienced. And then you will come to me on your hands and knees, and you will beg for my people to leave.
Quickly, Moses calls for a meeting of the Hebrew leaders.
God told me that the angel of death will strike Egypt and take the firstborn of every family.
Firstborn of every family?
Moses instructs the Hebrews on how to protect their families.
Why are you putting lamb's blood on our doorpost?
God told Moses it would be a sign to let the angel of death know to pass over our house.
Surely this will bring our release from slavery.
9 times Pharaoh has broken his promise to let us go. What will he do this time?
That evening, every Hebrew family packs all of their possessions, hoping that they will finally be able to leave Egypt. They eat a meal called the Passover, because the angel of death will pass over their homes. Just before midnight.
What is it?
I have no idea.
What is it, Mommy?
It is God's destroyer. Come away from the window.
No!
Then, at the stroke of midnight, the Lord strikes down all the firstborn of Egypt. But every Hebrew house with lamb's blood on its door is passed over.
God will give us a signal to leave any moment now. We must be prepared to leave at a moment's notice.
Be ready for the signal to march.
In the palace,
Your son is dead, O Pharaoh, and messengers bring word that the firstborn of every Egyptian home has died suddenly tonight.
My son? Summon Moses and Aaron to come immediately.
It's too late. My son is dead.
this time, Pharaoh does not bargain about cattle or sheep.
Take your people, take your cattle, and get out of Egypt. Serve your God as you wish.
Moses gives the order to march. Immediately, the slaves rush out of their homes and meet at a camp in the country.
Thank God, my children will not be slaves in Egypt.
The great exodus from Egypt is underway. Joyfully, the people of Israel march toward the land God promised would be their home. During the day, a bright cloud guides them, and at night, a pillar of fire leads them. After several days of travel, the people of Israel reach the Red Sea.
The sea is in front of us, and the mountains all around.
What will we do now? What was Moses thinking?
One last time, Pharaoh changes his mind. Pharaoh's army soon approaches the camp of the people of Israel.
Look! Here comes the Egyptian army!
We can't escape now.
It's your fault, Moses. We're trapped.
Were the graves in Egypt not good enough? You had to bring us to the wilderness to die?
Pharaoh and his army look at the people of Israel camped beside the Red Sea.
Trapped, just as I said.
Good. They'll soon see who is mightier, Pharaoh or the God they worship.
At the same time, in the Hebrew camp,
I'd rather be an Egyptian slave than die this way.
Don't be afraid. After today, you will never see these Egyptians again. The Lord will fight on our behalf. Just be still and see what God is going to do.
as Moses speaks, the cloud that leads them moves to the back of the camp.
Look! The cloud is hiding us from the Egyptians!
Then Moses holds out his staff toward the Red Sea, as God told him to do. A strong east wind blows all night and rolls back the waters of the sea. Awed by the sight, the people of Israel rush across the path in the sea. It's not until the next morning that the cloud clears from in front of the Egyptians. When Pharaoh sees that the people of Israel are getting away, he orders his army to charge after them. The Egyptians race out across the seafloor, but sand clogs their chariot wheels. Then Moses puts out his hand again. Suddenly the wind dies, and the waters roll back into place. All of Pharaoh's men are caught in the rushing sea. Safe on the other side, the people of Israel look back.
God has saved us.
I'll never doubt again that God sent Moses to save us from the Egyptians.
The people of Israel celebrate God's deliverance. The tribes descended from Jacob are a free people, ready to form a new nation. Miriam, Moses' sister, sings praises to God.
The Lord is my strength and song. He is my salvation. Sing to the Lord.